want to pull up this video. It's gone viral. I believe it's from someone by the name of Miranda Jewell. That's what it says in the video. But I just want to play it for you, and then we'll talk about it.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I had to get off the train past my stop because there was a guy who was following me from car to car. And when I tried to get off at my stop, which was pitch dark, he held it open to see if I was going to get off. So I had to get off the stop after. And then when I got off the stop after, I hopped on the next train that was going the other direction. And I got on an express train, and I was back on the other side of the tracks. Hold on. New York City is not safe. It's not safe for women, okay? I am so sick and tired of having to look over my shoulder 24/7, not just at night, during the day, at all hours. I'm sick and tired of it.
Who do you think she voted for?
Oh, I'm sure she voted for Mom Donnie, right?
There is a 75% chance she votes liberal. And I'm not trying to disparage her or claim that is what she's doing. But women around her age, key demo age in New York, some 70, I think it's 80 or 90 actually percent female, vote for the Democratic candidates who then appoint a police chief who says soft on crime. And then they appoint judges, soft on crime. So she is arguing for, and it's not about her as an individual, but this is what people in New York voted for.
And this is, a lot of this is leading to this, what I call the rise of the urban right.
Mm-hmm.
And
which we need more of that.
This is a different
Alvin Bragg is horrifying.
Pipeline, a different path from the rural right, which most people, everyone knows the rural right. Everyone gets that. We're conserving our small towns. We're conserving our culture. We care about the farms. We need, everybody gets it. Everybody loves it. Cowboy hats, pickup trucks. Everybody gets that. That's the sort of stereotypical Republican viewpoint. The urban right is a little bit different. The urban right is way more radical. The urban right is a reactionary force because you're reacting to your home and your livelihood that's been stolen in front of your own eyes. And there's so many people now in the new right that are actually part of this urban right, including, by the way, Donald Trump himself, a Fifth Avenue billionaire who came down a golden escalator and was talking about this stuff has gotten completely out of control. People forget, by the way, that when he announced he was running for president, it was right, I think it was either right in the middle or right after the Freddie Gray riots in Baltimore that were going on at the time, where he's actually said publicly that Melania Trump watching those riots and watching Baltimore just be burned to the, I was there, was watching it be burned to the ground. It's one of my first live stream riots, yay. That she said to Trump, she said, you have to do it. This is your time. And so the urban right is this, you come to politics from a completely different perspective than the rural right. Your focus is going to be different. And you think about it, right? Stephen Miller, where is he from? Santa Monica.
Right.
Right. He's not from, bless you, he's not from a place that is normally associated with the left.
Neither am I. I mean, I grew up in
and you look, a lot of us
Philly,
are from city
and
areas.
New York, and it's like,
Tim, you're a Chicago guy.
None of that's what I'm. I was raised to be an abortion-loving liberal, and there, first of all, they showed us the video of an abortion when I was in 8th grade in CCD, and so I was never pro-choice ever, but thank you, Catholic Church. But these cities are also being really damaged by left-wing foundations. Like the MacArthur Foundation gave $3.3 million to the county that Charlotte is in, Mecklenburg County, to reduce their jail population. And you have Mom Donnie now in New York saying that he wants to reduce the population of Rikers Island.
100 days is too long to be in Rikers. Didn't mention the type of crime that would be committed. And he didn't mention what's going on with their trials.
No.
I mean, it's not too long if if you're actually going through the justice system. And these justice systems, like, does it take a while to get a trial? Yeah. Would it be better if we had faster trials? Sure, because then we could get you into maximum security faster.
But so this is why it pushes people into the urban right, because you're someone who's you're not anti-city. Right?
No, I love cities.
Because you view cities as the beating heart of culture. This is where our economy runs. This is where all new culture comes out of. This is the height of civilization.
Art, music, restaurants.
All of it. It's the city. President Trump is out now showcasing how safe Washington, D.C. is by going out for seafood right around the corner from the White House. And so if you're a member of the urban right, which I've started talking about this publicly a couple of weeks ago, I've sort of had it rattling around for a while. I've discussed it with a few folks that are currently serving in our government and doing a fantastic job of it. And if I found it resonates a lot with a lot of people, because you just come to conservatism through a very different path, because you've seen your towns and your neighborhoods destroyed, and you've seen it turned over to crime, you've seen it turned over to violence, to migrants, both legal and illegal, these massive demographic shifts that we've been seeing. And you're like, I just want my home back. Who do I vote for to get that?
Yeah,
well, I mean, it's all come from from the rural conservative, kind of the more classic from eastern central Indiana. What we see in common with a lot of the urban right all comes down to the revivification of the traditional man, masculinity, this feminization that brought in socialism in this country by making you feel bad. There are people who are poor who you need to give your money to. And then over the racism issue, well, there are people who are black and you need to give your money to them. And then the LGBTQ, there are people who are gay, you got to give them money. Additionally, that kind of hyperfeminization has driven people in urban centers where college-educated white women are most likely to find their happy place. That's where families kind of circled around during the 70s through the 90s. Well, now people are tired of it because they've seen the effect of a fatherlessness across every community in this country. The traditional man actually coming back is going to be a core part of the right in the next 30 years. That's why Vance and Trump, urban and rural right, are so alike in kind of their family orient policy prescriptions.
Yeah, or the man of today is the guy who's too scared to stand up to a tiny woman who's yelling at him.
Does
to give him her baseball?
Oh no!
And
he does the arm thing.
He does the arm thing even before he realizes who it is. That's his initial response, which is a very. I mean, I don't know if that guy's got a touch of something or what, but he doesn't seem to. And he just seems very scared of his skin. And, that is the modern American male, a ma'am. That is the modern American male is terrified to stand up to a woman. And that is a great microcosm of how we lost our great cities, how we lost our culture, the decline of the West, because we're I just want it to go away. I just want her to stop. So you take the ball from your child.
On his birthday,
the home run ball. What greater ball? And you watch the video of this. I'm like, do people not have kids? My son would not care if I'm giving him money, if I'm saying, hey, I'm going to get better tickets. He wants the home run ball. And it's like, Dad, why did you take the ball from me? Why would you ever do that?
What song you sing to this lady when you're at a baseball game, right?
Take me out to the ball game.
Na, hey,
goodbye, Karen.
Yeah.
Like he walks over a few seats. The ball was flying towards there. He gets it. It's his.
That's a fair ball.
It was totally a fair ball.
For a minute, though, Tim, there's that.
She never had her hands on it.
Well, she may have
No, she
touched it a little bit.
She didn't have her hands on it.
My point is,
it was down in front of her. It wasn't even in her seats. It was the seats in front of her.
So there's always as a guy who grew up with my dad taking me countless Phillies games. Never had a situation like this where he gave away one of our balls. Like we would go outside, even just in local areas, if there was a high school game, we would go out to the river after the game to collect foul balls from the river because it was cheaper than going out and buying them. And that was just something we did on Saturday mornings with me, my brother, and my dad. We would ride the bike, go down the river. There was a game, get the foul balls, dry them out, boom, got some practice balls. And he never once would say, "Oh, we're gonna hand it over. We're gonna do this." No, it was when he was older, he would get it, and then we would go get it. He'd be like, "Go get it," and if you don't get it, it's, "Hey, be faster next time."
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.